One, two, three, four. Drugs can stop mass killings. It's a fact. Drugs can stop mass killings. How? I tell you how. We have over-clamped down on prescribing calming down drugs to people who need them. There are people who need them. We have overly cracked down on not doing that. That person in the last mass killing was getting mental health emergency high-level care, dangerous levels analysis from a psychological system that they were involved in. And if that person who was dealing with that, with the killer at that time had been able to prescribe them the same drugs that they could have prescribed them in 1960, because in 1960, we still were open with prescribing drugs for calming people down or cheering them up, that kind of thing. We were more into that. And actually, we had been that way since the dawn of our country. In 1914, the Harrison Act passed, which eliminated opium and cocaine from doctors prescribing, but it wasn't enforced. It wasn't enforced. And it was allowed to go on until pretty much, past the 40s, 50s, 60s, until the drug war started, in basically under Richard Nixon. And since then, everything's gotten bad. More crime, more drug-related illegal sales crime, because they banned it legally. So now everyone who wanted it for forever, since the dawn of our country, everyone who wanted it forever is now, as when the drug war started, basically, unable to get it. All of a sudden, boom. What's going to happen? Of course, they buy it off the street. There's an illegal market that comes to play, and everything is bought off the street. And then, of course, there's the crime surrounding the illegal drug sales. Those drug gangs or sellers, whatever you call them, have to self-police each other. And that leads to violence upon retribution within the cities and general areas where these drugs are being sold. And it also leads to overdoses. You're getting these drugs illegally instead of legally. Legally, you would not accidentally overdose. But illegally, you will accidentally overdose. And so that is another part of it. Street crime, I already referred to that. The drug gangs self-enforcing their own bills to pay, so to speak. Then all this money is going to the drug lords now. Instead of into our medical system. If it was legal, it would be coming into our medical system. Instead of all that money that we could be having to help deal with these issues, all of that, instead of coming to us so that we can be strong and deal with these issues, is going to organized crime. That's really insane. And then the final point of it is that illegal immigration, where's that coming from? That's coming from all that organized crime in Central and South America, because we're sending all our money down there to the drug lords. And the drug lords use all that money to fight against the governments in Central and South America. Come on. That's exactly what's going on. And so literally drug users here are sending the money down there to them, and then they're drug lording the area and taking over the governments. And so all the people are trying to leave and come up here to find some peace of mind. And it's inevitable that that's the way it is. And so now we just go back to the original thing of offer the mass shooters, give them the drugs to calm them down, legalize these drugs to be prescribed to people. These are the people, the mass shooters need them to calm down so they don't do the mass shootings. I'm really serious. And everybody else just needs them because they want them for psychological issues or whatever. And so the main thing is to keep the money in our system with our own doctors and prescribers. And not send it to South America. And that's the whole deal. That's how drugs can stop mass killings. Thank you. I hope you listen to this and pass it on. I appreciate that. Drugs can stop mass killings, etc., 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 etc. It's just a shocking thing what it would be if we dealt with this issue properly. So thank you for listening to me. I appreciate that. Have a good night.